Hello student, this is Tanvir going to teach you the first chapter of class 8. The name of the chapter is The Best Christmas Present in the World. Students, I would like to ask one question. Do you like presents? I know everybody in this world like presents. Presents can be gift? No. The presents can be emotions. Presents can be love. Presents can be what? Affection that we cannot touch but we can feel. But if you think that the presents can be the things that you can touch, I think your perception is wrong. So today I am going to discuss the best present in this world. What is this in this chapter? Okay, you can see students, there are four main characters. I have written narrator, means the writer of this chapter, Jim McPherson, Connie McPherson, Hans Wolf. Who? Connie McPherson, she is the wife of Jim. Narrator, he himself in the story narrated the beautiful story and the secret in this story. So come to the point. First I would like to introduce the main character of this chapter, Jim McPherson. Jim McPherson was the captain of English. It means British soldiers. Connie McPherson, she was the wife I said before. So Jim was before a teacher in Dorset. Dorset is the living place of Jim. But you know that in this chapter, the battle of the First World War, it is described. So in the battle of the First World War, Jim was a teacher, but he joined as a soldier from the English team. In the same way, Hans Wolf was a musician and he joined from the German soldier as a captain, lieutenant. So the story is going to start in this way. One day the narrator went to the market, and what happened next? He wanted to buy a roll top. A roll top means a table with many drawers. The narrator bought a roll top from the market. It was not in good condition. It was burned badly with fire and water. Narrator took it at home and tried to refresh it. Then what happened? Inside, when he was refreshing the roll top and opened the drawers, he found one of the drawers of them was tightly stuck. It was not opening, but with the help of the fist, he opened the drawer. There he found a tin box. In the tin box, something it was written. What was written, students? Do you want to know? It was written that it was the last letter of Jim. The narrator became very excited, and because of the curiosity, he wanted to read the letter, what is inside. When he opened the tin box, there was a letter he wanted to read. But the narrator, he was thinking that the letter of the other shouldn't be read by anyone. But the curiosity and the excitement compelled the narrator to read this letter. and finally he started to read. Do you want to know, students, what was written in the letter? A secret that I don't know, but a narrator, he doesn't know the secret what is written today, but I'm going to reveal you the secret what was written. In the letter, it was written the date. What was the date, students? January 25th, 1915, and written that last received letter. Next, and the second date when open the narrative. Okay, students. So on there was an envelope in the letter. The date was written January 25th, 1915. It was receiving date. Inside the letter, the date was written December 26th, 1940. Students, look this date. This date is completely indicating it was the First World War. First World War between British and Germany. Understood? Okay. So, come to the point. I was talking about the letter. So, what happened in the letter? What was written in the letter? In the letter, it was written that on the day of the Christmas, it was the early morning, Jim noticed that from the Germany side, some soldiers are coming with a white flag. The white flag is the symbol of peace. Am I right? So, white flag is the symbol of peace, but Jim was astonished and surprised to know about that, why these people are coming. And the Germany soldier was shouting, today is the day of Christmas, so we should celebrate. Jim was he was wondered that it was the day of battle and they are inviting for the Christmas day. Finally, they come together and they celebrated the Christmas day, 25th December. It was early in the morning. And from the Germany, one of the lieutenant commander, okay, I said before, Hans Ulf, he was talking to Jim. What the conversation was going on? The conversation was going on about the peace. Why we are fighting in the battle? We should not fight in the battle. Battle only brings destruction, and destruction means death of the people. We should not fight. They were very happy in the morning on the day of Christmas. And Christmas Day, student, is the symbol of peace. They don't want to fight. But it was first battle of First World War, so they were compelled by the government to fight against each other. Now come to the point. What happened? In the letter, he was writing to the Coney that in the early morning we were very happy. We were celebrating the Christmas day. We drank wine and eaten sweets, cakes, many things, and it was the unforgettable moment for me. He said to Coney in the letter, it was the unforgettable moment for me. I can't forget ever and ever. Then the Hans Ulf offered and said that war or football. I think one of the soldiers from the German soldier, brought a football and said that we must play a football. On the same time, Hans Ulf said to Jim that we should play football. The winner will be known as the winner country. The loser will be known as the loser country. But the football will not bring destruction. Jim said that no, instead of playing football, we should play cricket. And in this way, they were discussing, and whole day they were very happy. they were singing songs and play, and in this way they celebrated the Christmas, the peace of the day. Now what happened? It was all the things that I am speaking in front of you. It was written in the letter. And who was reading this letter? Narrator. Okay. Finally, what was written in the letter? The celebration is done. War and forward discussion is done in the letter, and last the hope. In the hope, what was the hope? Jim written to Connie that I will come soon. I will come soon. It was the hope, and the letter ended. It was written in the letter. Now after reading the letter, Jim started and began to think that this letter must be reached to Connie to back. And Jim took this letter and went to 12 Copper Beaches, Barh Class, Dorset. Students, Dorset, this is the living place of Connie. When the narrator reached to Dorset, he was asked with many people that I would like to meet Connie Macpherson. Finally, when he went to Connie's house, he saw the Connie's house was completely burned. He asked with the people what was the reason. The people said that she was believing that electricity is much expensive, so she was using candle for the lighting up in the house. Finally, narrator went to meet Connie where? In the nursing home. It was just far away from the address of Dorset. When narrator met with the 101 years lady, who the Connie Macpherson, and he said about the letter. Here the secret strengths. The secret is that Connie was unable to see properly and listen properly. Without listening anything, she understood that her husband has come back, because her husband has promised that one day